10 years after the Academy Award-winning An Inconvenient Truth brought climate change to the forefront of mainstream culture, now this year, an Inconvenient sequel, Truth to Power, is following former Vice President Al Gore as he travels the globe educating the next generation. We're catching up with filmmaker Jon Shenk this morning. So great to have you on.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to talk to you this morning. And if some of our viewers have not seen the first movie, kind of give us a background on An Inconvenient Truth.
Well, 10 years ago, Al Gore worked with this incredible director, Davis Guggenheim, to make a film called An Inconvenient Truth, which really kind of just sort of set the bar for what the climate crisis is. It delivered the basic science of what the greenhouse effect is and how when we burn fossil fuels, we end up trapping much more heat energy in our atmosphere. And of course, that leads to a lot of climatic aberrations with hotter temperatures, warmer oceans, more intense storms, and so forth and so on, and really kind of lays out what the risk is for climate change. Now, 10 years later, many of those predictions that were made in the first film are unfortunately coming true, as nobody knows better than the state of Florida, right? You've experienced these hurricanes, these once-in-a-thousand-year storms that seem to be happening with more frequency now.
Yeah, and recent events, like we're dealing with here in Florida, a lot of historic natural events that are happening. Is that why you thought maybe this was a good time for a follow-up movie?
A couple things have happened in the last 10 years that made it really time to follow up An Inconvenient Truth. One is that the climate crisis really has gotten to a point where Mother Nature is just screaming her head off about this. The hurricanes are growing more intense, the droughts are more intense, those are leading to wildfires, which are now ravaging places like California and many other places around the world. The ice, in the film, we go with Al Gore to Greenland, where you see that the ice melt is just happening at a record pace. It's just really quite frightening to see what's happening up there when he meets with scientists.
What is the message you want to get to viewers to take away from the sequel?
For many, many people, the climate crisis and the solutions to it have become a top priority because they see that it's happening, the effects are happening in their backyard, and they want, of course, deliver a planet that's cleaner and healthier to their children and grandchildren. So it's becoming an emotional issue. Many viewers are telling Bonnie and me that they're walking away from this movie with actually a great deal of hope in their hearts because they see that it's become such an emotional issue, and they also see that the solutions are here, that there's many communities and companies and even whole states in our country that are moving very quickly towards sustainable energy that's going to help us get us out of this mess.
All right, thank you so much for being here today. Hey, be sure to check us out online. We'll have this interview posted at fox4morningblend.com.